Good afternoon, everybody. Time for a wolfofbricks.com update. Once again, I am Jim, and this is where we talk about Lego investing and reselling. So I feel like that this video might be a little bit long, so I'm not going to answer any questions in this video. My apologies. I would, of course, like to humbly ask you to like and subscribe to this channel. If you do have any questions, please feel free to put them in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer as many as I possibly can. So I was, as many people do, you're at work and you say to yourself, you know, I'm just going to go on the internet and go down a rabbit hole and pretty much do everything but what you're actually supposed to do at work. And I think I found something interesting. Right now you're looking at brickfanatics.com, and this is the Lego Technic set number 42145 Airbus H175 Rescue Helicopter. Now I'm going to ask you a question, and that question is, at the end of this video, do you see this as a, not just a bona fide winner, but a really good winner, right? And I think this is a low profile winner that can do even better. It's funny because this set is a price point similar to the DeLorean, right? And as everybody sees on Facebook and the internet forums, everybody is showing their stacks of DeLoreans, right? But nobody's showing stacks of this Airbus helicopter, and I think it's interesting. This is a under the radar set that I think could potentially do very well. So I'm just going to read a brief paragraph. Easily one of the largest Lego Technic helicopters ever produced. By some margin, the new 42145 Airbus H175 Rescue Helicopter has the potential to be something special. I believe it is. It's also the first helicopter to be modeled on a real-world design. We're going to turn a blind eye to the ill-fated Bell Boeing 722 Osprey from 2020. And I said to myself, this is straight up a military helicopter, but I'm just keeping my mouth shut. And I didn't even read this article first, and I was thinking the same thing. It's a great set that will be relished by experienced Technic collectors, combining, as it does, a great display model with a challenging build. And you know, the interesting thing is, whenever the Boeing banned Lego set Osprey came out, I said on another YouTube channel that it wouldn't surprise me if a year passed and somehow that Osprey set kind of made its way back to shelves. And a year has passed, actually I think maybe a year and a half, and they're quietly putting this helicopter out there. So I think this looks really good. Now, we're going to go ahead and look at Lego Shop at Home. This is it right here. Retails for $209.99. They couldn't go ahead and just round down to $200. They had to make it $209, right? But I said to myself, you know, I wonder if there's any price spikes at the beginning on Amazon. So when you go to Camel, you really don't see anything, right? I mean, the set just came out. Everything is even Steven. It's at $209.99. And I said to myself, and this is interesting, folks, I said, let's go and see what's going on eBay. And there were two sets that sold. And I said, okay, that's interesting. And then I saw this thing right here. I've never seen this before. Has anybody else seen this before? It's a blue check mark and it says Lego Authorized Seller. I've never seen that on eBay, right? So I go ahead and I click on the seller and look at that. Official Lego Reseller. That's the name of the seller. That's their handle. And it looks like they have 2,051 feedback, which is pretty good. It looks like they already sold one. So that's interesting. I didn't click on it anymore because I just don't have time. I go down so many rabbit holes as it is. I just don't have time. But if anybody wants to do their own sleuthing, please go ahead and do so and then shoot me a DM. I'd love to hear what you found. So we're going to go back and we're going to look at some other Technic helicopters, right? And here's the thing. There really aren't a lot of Technic helicopters out there. I mean, especially the one of that size. This is one from a long time ago, set number 9396. Currently, the buy box has it at $378. So when we go to Camel, we could see that this set wasn't even selling on Amazon, right? It looks like this was only third party, and the lowest that the third party sold it for was $154 and change. And of course, it skyrocketed to $479. Looks like it's came down a little bit, and that's probably, of course, due to this new release of a helicopter, right? Another Technic helicopter, and look at the prices. I mean, the prices are just so high on the buy box. Lego Technic 42052 heavy lift helicopter. Right now the buy box has it at $443 and change. We're going to go to Camel 3X, and you can just see, I mean, it looks like the lowest this set was going for on Amazon was $98 and change. And look at that discount right there, right before it dried up and it was retired, right? And then right here in 2019, it was as high as $300. That is an amazing deal. I mean, that's off to the races right there. And it looks like it was stagnant a little bit, and I honestly would have dumped it at around the $300 mark, but it was stagnant for a while, and then it went up, and now it's staying at $443. So it's probably a little bit of a blessing and a curse if you happen to still have that set. So if you're sitting there watching this video and you're saying to yourself, you know, it might be a good idea to level up and talk to somebody and maybe have a one-on-one consultation about my Lego reselling business, consider joining our Patreon. The link is in the description below. We do have monthly group chats. Of course, we have the one-on-one consultations. We have exclusive videos that you just can't see on the public YouTube channel. And we've had about 200 people come through it. Once again, the link is in the description down below. So another Technic helicopter set is this Technic ultralight helicopter, set number 42057. The buy box has it for $63 and change. I could be wrong, but I think this retailed for maybe $9. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, it retailed for $12. The lowest was $12. It was probably somewhere around $15 or $16. But the lowest on Amazon was $12.99. And it was as high as $109.90. That is just crazy. Now, it does look like there's a little bit of a hold time, but it looks like this inventory came back almost too. You could see a straight line right there. It's not broken up in the past. I probably would have just dumped it at 80. But those people that held on to it at the peak, good for you. And of course, it has come down to $63. Could again be because of that helicopter that has just been released. But again, when you type in Lego Technic helicopter sets, there's really not that many out there. I mean, there's a couple. It's not like the Technic race cars or other Technic sets out there. Now, when you do go to the Excel, you can see right here, these are two sets that I just talked about. And what I did in this Excel spreadsheet is I put in the lowest price, not the retail price, but the lowest price you could have purchased it at. And I also put in the highest price that it's sold on Amazon. And you can see the heavy lift truck was a 349% return on investment. The ultralight helicopter, look at that, folks, 746% return on investment. Different story on eBay, though. On eBay, it's kind of even. And I said to myself, I said, wait a second, you could potentially get this Lego set for maybe somewhere around $15 on eBay. And I said, Jim, don't do that. You don't want to go down that path and deal with eBay sellers, and they may send you damaged sets and all that other stuff. But when it comes to the heavy lift helicopter, you are getting 146% return on investment. And this is the approximate hold time. So a little bit longer than what I like, but you know, there's a lot of people out there that say they're in it for the long game, right? And they like to hold on to sets for 3 to 5 years. But just keep in mind that hold time is when it was at the highest Amazon ROI, right? You could have sold it maybe at 2 years, and it may not have been as high as 349%. It could have been 200. Of course, do your own due diligence. Hope you enjoyed the video. As always, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Once again, I'm Jim with wolfofbricks.com. Always go out there and get it.